Good morning, guys. Today is April 1st, which means it is day one for the O.W.L.S readathon. So I will be starting Dry by Neil and Jordan Shusterman. I have no idea what this book is about. When I was putting together my magical TBR, I had 3 of my 5 books at home already. And so I went to Barnes & Noble and I just picked the first book that I saw that had 2 authors, and bonus, it was on the extra 20% off table, plus I got an additional 30% off for being a rewards member. But I'm confident. I've read a lot of Neil Shusterman's books and he is a great author, so I'm sure it's going to be a good read. I am off today. It's Cesar Chavez Day, and where I work we have like 14 holidays off throughout the year, which is really great. I also had Friday off because I have every other Friday off and it just happened to fall on my Friday, so I had a 4-day weekend. And I haven't really done much. I adopted a dog last week with my boyfriend. We brought her home last Monday, so we've officially had her for a week as of today. And I'm gonna go take her on a walk in a little bit. She's 18 months old. She's a black lab and she has so much energy that we need to walk her twice a day is what I have been doing, walking her in the morning, and then my boyfriend normally goes on a walk with her at night while I'm making dinner. I did a 2-mile walk with her on Friday and she didn't need the walk later on that night. So I'm assuming as long as we do about 2 hours with her, then she'll be fine. It just helps us because it helps her sleep better throughout the night. That way we don't have to be like constantly checking on her and making sure that she's okay. She does sleep in the house with us. We've been sleeping in the living room with her, taking turns sleeping with her and staying up, but she does a pretty good job. When she's tired, then she just lays there. She might be awake, but she doesn't get up and walk around or anything, which is good. Today might be the first night that we bring her into our bedroom. We weren't bringing her in just yet because she did have a bunch of ticks, but it looks like they've all fallen off. We brush her twice a day as well. I normally brush her on our way back from our walk, and we haven't seen any more. She is on a tick medication, so I think that's really helping, but we're gonna go on a walk now. I just need to get dressed. I'm in my PJs that I got from Target, obviously, because I get everything from Target. I'm gonna change, take her on a long walk, and probably stop at the Starbucks by my house and read for a little bit. She can sit for about 30 minutes outside before she gets a little bit antsy. I'm gonna try and push her a little bit further every time that we go, but I can't really control all that much how she is. Sometimes I can get her to lay back down, but it really just depends on how long we've already walked and how tired she is. Yeah, I'm gonna go get dressed and I will try to update you guys at the end of the day on my progress. I really want to do better about filming throughout the month. In March we had the time change that is permanent now in California, so we are no longer switching times again. It's always going to be kind of dark in the morning, but staying lighter so much later, which is perfect because that was one of my issues, is that I would come home when I wanted to update on what I had read at work or during lunch, and it was dark, and I just was not happy with any of the footage. But now it'll be dark until 8 o'clock, so I'm going to try to update on the days that I do read, even if it's just like 30 or 40 pages. Just like the way the videos turn out at the end when I have updated more, and I can see my progress and my thoughts a little bit more. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Hopefully I will have gotten to get through a good chunk in the front, but we'll see. Oh, her name is Marceline. I forgot. We named her after Marceline the Vampire Queen from Adventure Time. We'll see how long she lets me sit at Starbucks. Bye. Good morning, guys. It is April 5th. I'm at work right now, but I'm like 45 minutes early because Friday is late start, but it's like carpool with my mom. I'm still here at the same time every day, so I thought that I would read a little bit of Dry. I'm only 25 pages in, It's a little slow, but again, I'm only 25 pages in, so I'm going to try and get through a chunk of it. I want to finish it by this weekend so that I can start on my other books. I might have to like read a little bit of each here and there just to kind of make progress in all of them. But yeah, I'm going to read a little bit and hopefully get through a good sized chunk so that I can finish it and start on my other books. Hey guys, it's Sunday the 6th now, I believe. I just wanted to update you on my reading progress so far. I'm currently like halfway through Dry by N.E.W.T.S and Jared Chesterman, and it is getting so good. There were some parts in the beginning that were a little bit slow and I just wasn't super interested, but I really want to complete all of these challenges for the Magical Readathon, so I pushed through and some crazy stuff is happening. The book is basically about what would happen if Southern California, or like California in general, ran out of water. So as these characters are like going through places, they're like in Laguna Beach, they're in Orange County, like they're places that I'm familiar with, so it's kind of creepy reading about it, but it's so good. I'm gonna go get my nails done right now, and then I'm gonna go to Starbucks, and hopefully I'll be able to finish reading. I have 170 pages left, but I like flew through 120 pages yesterday in about 2 hours, so I know I should be able to finish this book today, and I'm really gonna... Hey guys, stop it, Marcy. I just got home from work and I wanted to update you. I finished Dry. Sorry, my dog is licking my feet. Say hi, Marcy. Say hi. I finished Dry during my lunch today. It was so good. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was a little boring in the beginning. It was a little boring in the beginning. I've been reading a lot of high fantasy books with a ton of magic and stuff, but this was a really good break from that. It's a book about basically what would happen if California ran out of water, and I live in California, and I live in the areas that this is talking about, and it talks about how like Disneyland gets rid of the Jungle Cruise and Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a Small World as like a show of conserving water, because those are all rides that use a lot of water, and it was just really crazy to read about. And I haven't read a book in a long time where even when I put it down, I was still thinking about it and just wanting to go back to reading, which is what happened. During lunch, I got all the way up to like the last 7 pages, and I was like, I have to go back to work. I have to work. And I couldn't. I like closed my office door and I finished the last 7 pages, and it was so good. So that was my challenge for arithmancy. So I got to fill in a page on my spread, Dry arithmancy. This is the full. It was really good. Next, I'm going to read The Empress by S.J. Kincaid, I believe. I read The Diabolic last month and it was so good. So I'm hoping that this one is just as good and that I can keep going. I really want to try to finish that one by like next week, like get it done this weekend. But my sister and my niece are coming to stay with me and my boyfriend this weekend. I'm so excited. I haven't seen the baby since she was like a month. Hey guys, it's Tuesday, like the 16th or the 15th, I'm not 100% sure. I just wanted to update you. I'm sorry, I'm with Marceline and she's being very needy right now. I just wanted to update you on my reading for the O.W.L.S Magical Readathon. I finished Lady Midnight, which was my book for Care of Magical Creatures, and it was really good. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, even though towards the end I kind of didn't really care about the storyline. I was just worried about what was going to happen with Julian and Emma, which I was disappointed by. But now I want to go out and get Lord of Shadows and Queen of Air and Darkness. Cassandra Clare is just such an amazing author, and I've been a fan of hers for so long. Stefan, be good. Be good girl. Be good girl. So for my next, I am reading A Darker Shade of Magic by Victoria Schwab. I don't remember what the prompt is for, but I'm really excited. She is another one of my favorite authors, and everybody says this series is so good. And if I stick to reading a book every 5 days, then I should be able to finish my next 3 by the end of the month. I do need to fill in my Care of Magical Creatures potion bottle on my notebook like I did for Dry, but I'm currently getting ready to go take my sister to the airport. She's been here with me all weekend, and I'm so sad that her and my niece are going to be leaving. They're moving to Hawaii in a little under a month, so it's probably going to be about a year before I get to go visit. But definitely next May. We are super excited about that, and I'm very excited for her and her little family and all of the like really cool things that they're gonna get to do. But I'm gonna miss them. My niece is so cute. Marceline is being super needy right now, so I'm gonna go, but I will update you on any further progress. It's like 2 hours to the airport and 2 hours back, so I'll definitely get a lot of reading done. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm back from the airport. It took so long. I didn't end up reading at all because my mom is terrible with directions, so I had to pay attention the whole time. And getting back from LA took 3 hours, and I am exhausted even though I didn't really do anything. So I just wanted to show you guys really quickly some books that I got from a pop-up bookstore. I believe it's called Brown Bag Books. I have bought from them several times. They're, like I said, just a little pop-up bookstore that I ran into at like farmers markets, art walks, stuff like that. So the first book that I got was Artemis by N.E.W.T.S, and I honestly have no idea what this book is about, but it had a really gorgeous cover, and I was just kind of interested in picking it up. The second book that I got was Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I am a really big fan of his. I love The Fault in Our Stars, Looking for Alaska, Paper Towns, An Abundance of Catherines. Pretty much all of his books I have read, and it was there, so I picked it up. I don't think otherwise I would have bought it. I mean, it's normally a $20 book, and I got all of these books for $19. So like I said, otherwise I don't think I would have picked it up. I wasn't too interested in the synopsis the first time that I read it, but I figured it's at a discounted book sale, so why not pick it up? And then the last book that I got was the paperback copy of This Savage Song. I do have the hardback copies of This Savage Song and Our Dark Duet, but this is such a gorgeous cover, and I do want to start collecting multiple copies of books with different covers. And I really just love this, so I thought, why not pick it up? Like I said, it's called Brown Bag Books. I will try to look for their Instagram and link it down below. I'm hoping to read tonight. I'm currently cooking dinner right now, just some like a vegetarian pasta that's really easy to whip up. I am so exhausted. Having my sister here was great, and I loved spending time with her and my niece. We just really did a lot this weekend, so I'm really tired. I'm hoping to read and go to bed early today, but it's already 7 o'clock and I still have to finish dinner and wash my hair. But I want to at least read like the first couple of chapters. I figured it out. There's 15 days left of the Magical Readathon, so if I can finish a book every 5 days, then I will finish my last test for my owls on the last day. And hopefully get my like wrap-up video uploaded within the like first week after. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm participating in the like Twitter questions over on the Magical Readathon on Twitter, and just kind of like interacting with people a little bit more. When I did the one in December, I just read the books. I didn't like check up on Twitter, but this time I knew I wanted to be more active, and I'm having a lot of fun. and I'm super excited for when we do our N.E.W.T.S. I think I like to read 4 books for that challenge, so it should be easy breezy. I'm gonna go cook dinner now and relax, and I will try to update you guys tomorrow if I do any reading tonight, but no promises. Morning, it's the 17th. I am just waiting for my mom to come pick me up so we can go to work. I just wanted to update you. I did read a little bit of A Darker Shade of Magic last night. I think only the first like 2 chapters though, because I was really tired, so I went to bed by like 9:30. But it's interesting so far. So I've met Kel and we've discussed Red London, Black London, Grey London. I want to say White London, but I'm not 100% sure. And I'm interested. I want to learn more about Black London. Definitely. I don't really like the prince. I liked the king. I feel like he's going to play a bigger part later. But again, I'm only like 27 pages in, so I really can't say too much yet. I'm going to try to read a little bit today at work during my lunch, and then hopefully I can read more today. I should probably look at like how many pages there are and see how many I would need to read every single day in order to finish. But honestly, some days I will read 27 pages, no pages, or I can't put the book down and I read 200. It is a relatively small book. It's like 398 pages, I want to say. So hopefully it doesn't take me that long to get through. I think I would need to read about like roughly 75 pages per day. And I only read 27 yesterday, so that'll be probably about 100 a day in order to hit my 5 days. I'm going to go to work now, and I will update you if I do any reading later. Bye! Hey guys, it's Friday the 19th, and I'm at work. I haven't done any reading since I last updated you, but I'm here early, so I am going to read a little bit. I've got about half an hour before work starts, so another 30-35 pages. Like I said, I am enjoying the storyline so far, and I've heard a lot of really good things about it, so I'm hoping that it continues to get better. Yeah, I've just been so tired, like, from running around all weekend with my sister and the baby and my family, and I've been going to bed at like 9 o'clock, and like wanting to read for at least half an hour, and then I get into bed and I'm so exhausted that I fall asleep right away. But hopefully I can sleep in this weekend. We are going to my boyfriend's family's house on Sunday for Easter, but that's not until much later, and I am going to go get my nails done in the morning and my feet because they are looking rough. I've been wearing my rainbows a lot and walking so much with Marcy that they're just getting a little rough, and I just want to pamper myself a little bit. I've also been looking at cars this week. I don't have my license and I'm 23. I'll be 24 in August this year. But that's one of my like big goals, is to get my license and get a car. My neighbor is so wonderful. She has offered to like go take me driving, because that's my biggest problem, is that like I'll go driving with someone for a couple days or like a couple tries, and then something falls through and we just stop going driving together. But she literally lives right next door to me, so I'm gonna try and go driving with her a couple of times over the next few weeks and just bite the bullet and go take my test. And even if I fail, at least they'll tell me what it is I need to be working on, and then I can keep practicing. but I really, really would like to at least have my license by the end of May and then spend June car shopping. I wanted to have a car before we went on our big camping trip at the end of May, but the end of April is so, like, coming up so quick, and I doubt I'm gonna pass my test on the first time, so we'll see. Yeah, I am gonna go read now and hopefully get a big chunk in before work starts. I have an hour lunch today, so maybe I'll be able to read a little bit during lunch as well. And I need to finish this book, I think, by tomorrow in order to have like 5 days for each book towards the end of the month, so I really, really need to get cracking. Good morning, it's Saturday the 20th, and I just wanted to update you guys. I did read a little bit yesterday before work, like maybe like 20 pages. I am supposed to be able like to finish the book today, like that was my planning. So I'm up, it's like 7:30. Sorry, Marcy is at the back door. I think she wants to go outside. It's kind of warm in here. But she was barking and it woke me up, and that's why I brought her inside, because like I know dogs are supposed to bark and all of my neighbors' dogs bark, the dogs down the street bark, but when she barks I feel guilty. Like our apartments are so close together and my neighbor's bedroom window is just on the other side of our like backyard, so she's so close to them. And I know she has to be up early with her kids anyways, but I just feel really bad when Marcy barks. So I brought her inside because I was just like, screw it, like, bring her in. I will get up. I want to try and get through as much of A Darker Shade of Magic today as I possibly can. My boyfriend is at work until 12 o'clock. So hopefully I can get a lot done then, and then we have to go walk Marceline. It's supposed to be cooler. Yesterday it was like 90 degrees and she just was not wanting to go walking for very long. But it's only supposed to be in like the 70s, so I'm hoping that she will be okay, and that we can meet him at Starbucks and go for a walk and maybe get some lunch. We'll see. But I'm gonna read a little bit more. I'm currently watching Chloe's newest video. If you don't know who she is, she's Books with Chloe. She's one of my favorite booktubers other than Book Roast. She's just such a cute girl, and I love her energy, and she's been going through a bit of a rough patch, which I totally get, like, just being in a book slump and being in, like a personal slump, like, just not feeling it and feeling meh, but she's so cute. So I'm watching her newest video, and once I finish that, I'm going to maybe make something to eat for breakfast. When I'm at work, I eat super early in the morning, and then on the weekends, like, I normally don't get up until 10, so I don't have breakfast, but I'm up, and I'm a little hungry, and Marcy is by the door whining, so I'm gonna go and let her out. Bye. Good morning, happy Easter. I look really crazy right now. I just woke up like half an hour ago because Marceline was digging in the backyard. I gave her a Kong toy to play with. And it's got treats stuffed inside of it, so she's playing with that now and being good. I was just playing Spyro. We downloaded it on the Xbox, and it's supposed to be my game. So I was playing that a little bit this morning. I only got to page 159 of Vicious yesterday. I always say that I'm going to spend the whole weekend reading, but my boyfriend and I both work such long hours during the week that we really only get a couple hours with each other every single day, so we went to lunch yesterday. We took Marcy to the park. She's doing really well, like off leash. So we played fetch with her for a little bit. And I just didn't do as much reading as I would have liked to. And then we stayed up really late watching Steven Universe. We finished season 5, which I really hope that's not the end. It had a similar ending to Adventure Time, where it's all of these like flash forward scenes, and I'm kind of upset if that is the end. I couldn't find any information on a season 6, but I hope there's another one. I hope they do something else. I'm not 100% sure though. I'm watching Book Roast right now on my TV, and I'm going to edit. I have 2 videos that I filmed, my March wrap-up and my April bullet journal spread, that I need to edit and upload in the next like 2 weeks before I do my other videos for April. My April bullet journal spread just didn't go the way that I was hoping. It got cut off at the end, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm even going to upload it or just wait until I do my May one and kind of like fix my mistakes. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to edit now and continue watching G, and then hopefully I can read. We're going to my boyfriend's family's house today, and they live in like Upland Rancho, so it's about 30 minutes, so at least I can read a little bit then, and hopefully on the way home. And then the book is not too large, it's just under 400 pages, so if I can read like and get up to 200 by today, then at least I'm halfway done. I'm behind. I really want to finish my books. I didn't finish all of my books for the Magical Readathon in December, which I was really disappointed about. So I want to really try and push myself over the next couple of days and read as much as possible. So I'm gonna go. I will update you tonight, hopefully, if I read any more. And happy Easter. Bye. Good morning. It's the 26th today. Sorry. I just wanted to update you guys on my reading. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fail my owls. I'm still reading A Darker Shade of Magic because I don't like it. It's so slow and boring, and it's just not for me. I don't know, like, the story is progressing really slowly. I don't really care for Kel or Lila or Holland. Like, I don't feel connected to any of the characters. There's nobody that I'm rooting for. I just hit 200 pages last night, so I still have 200 pages left to read before I'm finished with it. So I think I might pick up O.W.L.S and I and read that today. And hopefully that's quick and I can get through that in the next day or two, and then maybe finish Crystal Blade, and A Darker Shade of Magic might be the only book that I don't finish for this challenge. But I also have driving lessons today with my neighbor Courtney, and we're having somebody come and look at our garbage disposal and hopefully fixing it today, so it's a little busy. We also still have to take Marceline for a walk, but I'm hoping if the weather is nice, then we can take her to the park, kind of run out her energy, and then maybe we can sit and relax, take something to eat with us, and I can read a little bit. I should have added more comic books like I did in December. I was just a little bit too ambitious. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up O.W.L.S and I today, which is my book for herbology. It has a big tree on it, so it has to have some sort of plant on it. Yeah, I'm gonna try that, see if it's maybe a little bit better, and return to A Darker Shade of Magic if I have time to. So I'm gonna go read. Hey guys, it's Sunday the 28th, and I just wanted to update you on my reading. I just came back from a walk with Marceline. I'm so tired. She met another dog, a 3-year-old golden retriever, I think, and completely lost her shit. So I'm exhausted from trying to keep the 2 of them apart. Other than that, she did really well. But reading, where is it? Finished A Darker Shade of Magic last night at like 11. I was like, I am going to finish this today. I need to. There's no way that I can just finish 2 books for my owls. So I finished this. The ending was really good. But I did give the book 3 out of 5 stars. It just wasn't my favorite. I'm upset that it took me so long to get through this book, and so long for it to get good. I don't know what it was. I just was not feeling it. I still have today, the 29th and the 30th. I doubt I'm gonna finish 2 more books. I'm going to look on iBooks and see if there's not a graphic novel or something that I can find to replace Onyx and Ivory and read for my herbology class, because that I should be able to get through in one day. And then I'm supposed to be reading Crystal Blade because it's the second in a series for my potions class, but I'm considering switching it to Lord of Shadows, but that's a really thick book. And I don't think that I'll be able to get through that in just a couple days, and I also don't want to rush it. So I might see if there's any sort of comic book that I've read that I could find a second for, or maybe the comic book that I find today online, I might be able to, it might have a second one that I can read for my potions class. I'm going to film right now before I leave to go get my nails done. They're really grown out. I'm not going to get acrylics. I'm just going to do gel and kind of let them rest. When they're this long, I hit them on everything. My pinky is really sore. I like scratched it on my purse and kind of bent it back a little bit. My finger hurts really bad today. But I have, excuse the mess, I have a box right there, the purple one. I got my first Bay Crate subscription box. I am so excited. So I'm gonna film unboxing that. Oh, here comes Marcy. What, Marcy? What? She's very tired from our walk. It's really hot outside, so we don't need to walk her as far, and she still gets tired. But she's feeling neglected, even though I just spent so much time with her, didn't I? I did. Sorry for the dog talk. So yeah, I'm going to film, and then hopefully I can find some other things to read to replace on my TBR and finish my owl so that way I can take my N.E.W.T.S later on in the year. I'll update you guys most likely tomorrow if I finish reading anything else. Bye. Hey guys, it's April 30th. It's the last day of the readathon. I'm at work, so I'm trying to talk very quietly. I finished A Darker Shade of Magic. I swapped out Crystal Blade for The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Book 2. So that completes my potions challenge. So all I have left to read is my herbology. According to my Bookly app, I have about 3 hours left to finish it, and I have nothing to do today. So I'm going to try and read it while I'm at work and while I'm at home later tonight, and hopefully I can finish it and complete my owls. I should not have let myself be like this and procrastinate, but I will update you either tonight or tomorrow with like a complete wrap-up, or possibly I'll have to wait until Saturday or Sunday, but I'm gonna finish. I'm 100% sure I'm gonna make myself. Hey guys, it's May 5th, so the owls are over. I'm so sad. What am I gonna do for May? But I just wanted to quickly update you on my reading. I technically did not finish all 5 of my books. I read 4.5. I'm still trying to get through Onyx and Ivory. It's just been a super busy week, but I don't have any plans for today. I just got back from walking my dog. That's it. That was the only thing I really had to do today. I do need to edit all of this footage, and then I'm hopefully going to finish it. But I did finish 3 other books, so I just wanted to go over those and my final ratings. So the first book I read was Dry for, I believe, arithmancy. So it was to read a book with 2 authors. This was by Neil and Jared Shusterman. I really, really enjoyed this. It's basically about what would happen if California, Southern California, ran out of water, and it was so compelling and believable that I literally wanted to go to Costco like the day that I finished it and stock up on water just in case. 5 out of 5 stars. It was so good, and I definitely need to pick up more Neil Shusterman books. I started reading Sith, but I only got about halfway through it for some reason and stopped, so I want to pick that up, and Thunderhead. But this was a really, really good start to my Owls. Next, I read Lady Midnight for Care of Magical Creatures. I know the land animal is supposed to be on the cover, but there are horses on the side, so I just went with it. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars because at some point I was just interested in what was happening with Julian and Emma until the very end when things started like picking up a lot, and then I was interested in the storyline as well. Really good. So glad to be back in the Shadowhunters world. I really want to reread The Dark Artifices. I have them on my top shelf, and I want to get the Mortal Instruments. I know I read the first 3 books, but I didn't finish that series. Jason Clary just aren't my favorite, and that made it difficult for me to want to continue reading. But everything outside of that, Lady Midnight is The Dark Artifices, so it's the Infernal Devices that I want to reread. Everything outside of that series is really good, but I want to get back into the first series and finish reading. I want to know what happens with Simon and Isabella and read more about Magnus and Alec. But for now, I'm going through The Dark Artifices. I do have Lord of Shadows right next to me. That is on the top of my May TBR, and I'm hoping it is just as good. The third book that I read was A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, and unpopular book opinion, I didn't really like this. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was just really, really slow. I don't know if I didn't like it because I was trying to like push through it in order to finish for the readathon. The last 150 pages, really, really good when, oh my god, what's his name? When Kell and Holland are fighting against each other, and that did break my heart a little bit when, like, Kell, spoiler alert, Kell defeats Holland, and there's just like this sense of relief in him for Holland because he is being controlled, and that was just really, really sad. I do want to continue on with the series and see if maybe I like it better. I loved Lila. She's great. I have a theory that she's Antari. It makes sense if one of her eyes was taken out as a child and she doesn't understand why. I think that's where the next story is going, and it makes sense of why she could cross over the world so easily, and why the magic of the stone she was able to call forward so easily as well. 3.5 out of 5 stars. I want to continue reading the series. I may reread this book just to see if I like it a little bit better further down the line. But for this, it wasn't my favorite, and I did read this for, and this was for my charms test, to read an adult fiction book. I really love V.E. Schwab, and I was hoping that I was going to like this more, but I just didn't, and that's okay. It was still a good read. The fourth book that I read was actually a graphic novel. I was supposed to read Crystal Blade by Catherine Purdy, and I finished A Darker Shade of Magic with like 4 days left, so I knew that that wasn't going to happen, and I wanted to try and finish Onyx and Ivory, so I picked up The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Volume 2, obviously, which I read the first one the same day so that I could read the second one. I didn't like the first one as much. The second one was much better. The comics are different from the TV show. So I would recommend reading them, and it's just crueler and much more interesting than the TV show. I do love the TV show. I love Kiernan Shipka and Ross Lynch and Gavin Leatherwood, all of the characters. It's such a good TV series. I thought it was going to be really corny, because the original Sabrina series is, but it's so much better. And I did try to watch the original Sabrina series, and it was so cringy and hard to watch. The magic is just bad, and she just points at everything to make it happen, and she like scrunches up her face all the time, and it's not as dark, which is what I really like about the new Sabrina. And I'm excited for season 3. They haven't announced it yet, but I'm hoping that they do. My boyfriend thinks they're not going to, even though they clearly left season 2 open. He's like, no, I think it's over. Like, what more can they do? But Sabrina's going to hell to get her boyfriend back, so that's what they're going to be doing. Once again, I had so much fun with this readathon. I participated more on Twitter, in the Quidditch game, in the classroom questions, in like the wand giveaway, and it was so much fun, and I'm so excited for Newt's. G did say that she might be doing something between now and the Newts. I'm thinking it might be something like what she did last year that gave you extra credit for charms. Definitely want to participate in that so that I can get extra days in August when she does Newts. It's August or September, I'm not 100% sure. So much fun. I thought about doing another readathon challenge for May, but I think I'm just gonna take my time and read whatever books that I want this month. It is a busy month, but I will have a lot more time to read. The like second to last weekend of May for Memorial Week, I'm going camping with my family, and we don't do much other than fish, and even when we are fishing, it's not a very physical activity, so I do have a lot of time where I'm just sitting and I can read. When we went last year, I think in those 2 days, or in those 5 days, I read 3 books, and they were quite large books, so I'm hoping to be able to do that again this year. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you participated, tell me down below what your favorite book was. Mine was definitely Dry. I was so shocked by how good that was. Yeah, tell me down below what your favorite book was, and what you're planning on reading in May. I will see you guys in my next video.